on your smart speaker. TV radio. Broadcasting. Listen. You are listening to Elegbete TV radio. Alright guys, good morning and welcome to the Monday edition of the Sports Buffet on Elegbete TV radio. It took 100 minutes for Scotland to be knocked out of the Euros. Very, very sad one. They thought that this was the year where they eventually get out of the group stage, but Steve Clark and his boys enough. But I mean, they have penalty claim to cry about. There's always one reason why Scotland is not progressing. Scotland and Northern Ireland are always the same in tournament. But it was about 36 years ago when, if I'm not mistaken, 36 or 37 years ago, in 1986, when Maradona scored the hand of God goal against England. Scottish people were celebrating. They were on top of the world that England were getting beaten. Some England fans were also very excited that Scotland failed again. Yeah, their continuous failure. Talking about failures, the top England, ex-England internationals like Alan Shearer, Michael Richard, Gary Lineker, all of them are saying that this England team is not good enough, blah, 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 blah. And Harry Kane has taken it upon himself to defend his mate. But what he has said is someone tongue-in-check kind of talk, and he said, these guys have played for the national team before, and England have not won anything since 1966. What did they win when they were there? That's the interpretation. That's the infer. That's what he inferred. But over the weekend, Bernardo Silva, who's played in many competitions for Portugal, never scored a goal or created an assist. Eventually broke the deadlock. And Cristiano Ronaldo was through on goal, but he still managed to make a pass to Bruno Fernandes. Life. If you live long enough, my uncle used to say, God bless his soul. My uncle, the Otota of Udo Kingdom, Chief Sido, will say, if you live long enough, there is nothing you will not see. So just stay alive. Eventually, you will see everything there is to be seen. So things that you thought you would never see, you would experience them. No wonder somebody who is playing with the emotions of religious people will tell you what God cannot do does not exist. Well, that's not what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about football, and football we will stick our nose with. Don't want anybody coming on the religious battle with me. Having said that, once again, my name is Idafi Manchester. You love to come in the Elegbete owners first. Make it fun or loss. Let's take it one step at a time. There's going to be transfer gist. There's going to be a whole lot of other things that we'll talk about. If you are there, I'm here. Let's get ready to rumble. Remember that the first 30 minutes is for me, and then the other 30 minutes is for you. So if you're in the comment section, is the best time. The early birds get the best food or the best warm. Isn't that what they say? Put your comments there so that we get to the point where if there is too much comment, you know that yours will be read. Whatever your question, your ask, your comment, your opinion, your views. One thing is clear, the rules are the rules. No matter how opposing, how extremely on the other side another person's opinion is on this show, you have absolutely no right to insult another person or attack another person. Even if they attack you, please let me be the moderator and I will deal with it myself. But let's not turn this place into a place of what I see, many YouTube live, and I see how people insult each other. It's like, come on, what's going on here? Is this what they are supposed to be doing? But hey, it is what it is. Like YouTube will say, it's in the hands of the moderator, the person, the host of the channel, to determine whether their channel will be a place for insults. Some people say that controversy makes it easy for channels to grow. I don't think I want to grow my channel on that. I don't think people should, spend their time, their data, come on my show, and then they get insulted. Well, in the Copa America, Uruguay were not interested in playing as they beat Panama 3-1 to set the ball rolling for them. So it is going the way it should everywhere. There is another football leagues. This guy, there's somebody who really does have a ass to grind with Manchester City. The thing with the law is this guy is making the case difficult for the FA. Okay, because again, if you get this document via this type of leaks, it means that they are not admissible in court. I don't know if this guy knows knows that already, but it's one of those things. The guy says the hacker has threatened to release bombshell Man City emails he claims will prove they breached FFP rules, as he insists he is confident authorities will find criminal relevancy. Having said that, some other people have said that this whole hacking thing is coming from some other Premier League clubs that are paying the hacker to hack so that Man City will be taken down, because as it is right now, with Pep Guardiola at the hand, even if they're not winning the Champions League back-to-back, the Premier League is going the Farmers League way, and there is nothing anybody can do. So let's make it so bad that eventually Pep Guardiola will get angry and move away. That's the idea. Max Verstappen cannot stop winning as he wins the Spanish Grand Prix over the weekend for a third time in a row, as he peeps Lando Norris to secure his 7th victory in 2024, while Lewis Hamilton lands first podium of the year. Wow, Lewis Hamilton used to do this thing like it was a clockwork, okay, uninterrupted for as long as the battery is on or the engine is working. But right now, when you say Lewis Hamilton on the podium, you say praise the Lord. The Lord have done it finally. Yes, some people are still asking questions. What the heck is Trent Alexander-Arnold doing wearing the number 8 jersey and playing in midfield? Well, it doesn't really fit in the position. England, I say, this is my opinion. This is not what people say, but this is my opinion. England do not have a problem with players. I think that they have good players, not great players, but what the problem is a coach who decided to do titration experiments at a major tournament. And then some of the players that they left at home are better than some of the players that they took to the competition. This is my opinion anyway. But having said that as well, I think that why take some of these players to the competition if at the end of the day you are not confident enough? You are not confident enough to take them into the game and make sure that they play these matches. Okay, well, I hear from the grapevine that there's going to be a lot of adjustments in the England team. There's going to be tactical adjustment, players adjustment. Let's hope that it turns out to be what we expect and the result goes well. Then we can sit where we are and say, okay, yes, they've done it. Yeah, tonight the matches that we'll have is Albania versus Spain. If Spain play the way they played against Italy, they might take Albania to the cleaners. Croatia versus Italy. Italy are no longer what we used to know them to be. But if you see Italy struggling in the group, it's not a big deal. Italy have always struggled in group games, so don't let it surprise you. The thing is, if you want to knock Italy out of a competition, either you make sure they don't qualify, or you knock them out of the group stage. Once they get out of the group stage, Italy is a different proposition. That's how they've always been. Well, tomorrow we'll see England and the Denmark and the Slovenia and Serbia all play their game, and because to me, I feel that the fixture will be very easy for England, so there is not really a big deal whether they will qualify or not. Thank you very much. My Agbo have arrived. Thank you very much. Popo is the caller. I'm talking about Popo. Today is Ali Baba's birthday. The man who's made Popo become a very, very beautiful one. One of the very, very select few human beings that I can call my mentor. So I'm sure after the show, I would be headed to his place or his office, whatever he is situated. I will be there side by side, because groove when Ali Baba is having his birthday, it's not one I don't understand. Whenever Ali Baba is celebrating his birthday, the groove is beyond what you can describe. But then whatever it is, let's push it. There is words from the English camp, and this one is coming from Declan Rice. He say they've been in our shoes. They haven't done well at tournaments. I don't know why the feeling is so negative. We're talking like we're top of the group. We need to stay positive. Let's have some positivity going into games. Declan Rice respond to ex-players' criticism of the England team. Wow, that's some bravery. That's some bravery. You know, when I look at this current England team and the barrage of attack they are getting and the players responding during the tournament, kind of like reminds me of the Super Eagles, okay? It kind of reminds me of the Nigerian Super Eagles and all that, attack that they get from everybody. But this one is coming from a lot of ex-international in England. It's different. I mean, in our own case, we say it's the media, but this one is different. Well, yesterday, the Nigerian professional Nigerian Premier Football League, the NPFL, came to a close. Yeah, with Plateau, what's it called? Enugu Rangers going to Plateau State to beat, I think, Obi United 2-1, and they've already won the title last week anyway. But it was sweet to see Kamara, or how do you call him now, Coach Fidelis Ilechukwu, going to the ground where he just left, where he almost won the league title last season, and moved to Enugu Rangers to be crowned champion. It was nice. It was nice. The whole build up to the game, the whole going into the game. Plateau United were traveling, and then they saw Rangers coming to stop. His former players came down, hugging. They were greeting each other. It was fine. It was beautiful. Unfortunately, the way our league is reported and covered, those kind of things are not properly covered. Somebody would even cover it and tell you the players are looking haggard, we're not working. We just have this obsession with let's turn this league into a negative one, let's destroy the league and all that. But whatever it is, you might look whichever way you want to look at it. I think it was a beautiful one for a man. If you watch our videos, our shorts, you will see the interview I had with Fidelis Ilechukwu earlier back in 2017 in November in Kano. And how that journey I've gone, and okay, if you see again, last season I also had an interview with him in Plateau, and now he's gone on. He took MFN to second some seasons ago. I think it was 2019, if I'm not mistaken. Last season or the season before, he took Plateau United to second. He almost won the league, but he didn't win it. And then he went to Enugu, and I remember when he was leaving for Enugu, I asked him, is that the good decision, because that club doesn't have money? He said, this is where I will win the league, and I laughed. Okay, I wish I didn't have for the league, and I laughed. I said, Kamara, your confidence is very high. Well, as it is, he's actually won the league with them. So congratulations to him for winning the league, and congratulations to Amobi as well, who told me from the get-go that, look, I took this job because I want to win the league, but beyond winning the league, I also want to make some difference. I want to prove that it can be done in Nigeria, whether it's a state team or a private-owned club, and he's done it. And then in the face of that, Sporting Lagos, with all the noise, all the mouth, all the happy corners, sad corners, was what it turned out to be. They brought some fanfare, they brought some beauty, they brought some color to the MPFL, but they went to Ibadan. I mean, Ibadan is not a place where people go to win matches. It's not really an easy place to go and win match. They tried, but I think they left it too late. Somewhere in the middle of this, the thing, maybe somebody called me and said my prediction at the beginning of the season is what happened to them, because I said that they were going to get relegated. That even when I started changing my mouth, I've already said it. There was nothing that was going to change it. But so when people start accusing me like this, and they were angry, it wasn't his pleasant conversation. They were angry. Commentators will say anything they want to say. Analysts will say anything they want to say. People like me will predict what we want to say. It's up to you to prove me wrong, right? And it's not me that's responsible. I'm not a video priest. I don't jinx people. I don't ex people. It's just what it is. But whatever it is, it's hard to say Sporting Lagos get relegated, child. Because I thought that the energy that they brought in, the private sector investment, I don't know if Shola will still have that energy to want to continue, because oh God, over 2 billion have gone down this season, and it just seems like everything is against them. And I know that one of the biggest mistakes that they will make is to make that mistake that most people make and say, oh, the league is against us, the football system is against us. No, if they cannot do soul searching and see where they made their mistake on the inside within themselves, and how they lose focus, how they were not sure, they didn't know what they were doing in certain areas in certain times, then they will continue to make that mistake, or probably they will just fold up and go like in Ikorodu United of many years ago, and even like Babanawa after I left them. And I remember in my resignation letter, I wrote and I told them the things that are possibly going to happen. We were in second position on the league table at the time, and then things were going to go wrong. They were so rude. They replied me after I resigned that all these things that I'm saying it because I'm bitter that they did not get to that position because of me, even though I was part of the team, but it was not because of me. The soldier go, soldier come, barrack remain. That's also the same word they use in Brilao. Soldier go, soldier come, barrack remain. But the thing is, at some point, not everybody is the same. We all know that. And especially left Man United, and he took away his ability to bribe referee and manipulate people to favor Man United. And we've seen where they've been since then. The things are falling apart and the centers cannot hold. The same thing with those teams. But I just hope that Sporting Lagos can look at themselves introspectively and say, we didn't do this right, we didn't do that right. Some of these things were force majeure, there was nothing we could have done, but some of this we didn't get it right. We're going to regroup, come back, and bounce back. But then again, I hear also that they're planning to buy a slot. Now, buying a slot would kill a lot of value. I mean, in terms of how people look at them, in terms of how people follow them, in terms of a whole lot of things. So I hope that they don't make that mistake anyway. But hey, if they go for that choice, there is absolutely nothing somebody like me can do. I can only be here and give my opinion every once in a while again about them. And you know what I mean, you never can tell where it will get to, but hey, it is what it is. Well, let's look at some of the other headlines that are hitting the world. The Spurs declared hit back at Chris Sutton. I read that one already for you, and there is plenty to go. Dominic Szoboszlai rages at how Euro medical staff worked on why stricken teammate Barnabas Vega couldn't get air in a shocking situation as he wakes up in hospital with a broken face. Well, I don't know what you are expecting, whether they should all of a sudden put a jetpack on their shoes and be flying. I really don't know, but sometimes these blame games should not be thrown everywhere. Everybody does their job the way they want to. Players don't want to be criticized, but they are very quick to criticize other people. Kane reveals his disgust at Arma United and Sir Alex Ferguson handled his exit in 2005 and claims the club left him in no man's land after a heartless 10 minutes meeting where they cut his contract short. Well, the man is still in pain, the man is still angry. There's one man who does not give a heck about Sir Alex Ferguson. It is Roy Kane. He believes that Sir Alex Ferguson is not all we think he is. He's a bad guy, he's nepotic, he's very, very evil, mean, and you know, that's Roy Kane anyway. That's not me. I also don't think that Sir Alex Ferguson is as good as people say he is. He just had the good opportunity, good time, could manipulate people and get going with it. One person won't ask me if Sir Alex Ferguson come back to Man United right now, would he win the title back to back? He would die of heart attack. I'll tell you that for free. He could die of heart attack now. Kill him. There's no way in this world that Alex Ferguson can come back and win anything with this Man United team or any team at all in the English Premier League. That's just the basic truth. Even if it's giving Man City right now, he will not, because the way he wins, those opportunities might not be there. Yeah, people might not agree with me, and I'm not expecting everybody to agree with me, but that's just as much as I've said. But that's Steve Clark, the manager for Scotland, says it is too bizarre. Okay, it is so bizarre, and to him, he blames the referee for their exit. It's not like, oh, we're not good. It's not taking responsibility. It's behaving like religious people. You know how religious people behave? They always blame somebody. If it goes well, it is God. If it goes bad, it is the devil. Well, let's look at transfer stories that are making the round. Before I give you the minute by minute, let me share the story with you. It's Arsenal transfer news. As it is right now, Arsenal are yet to seal a signing despite the summer transfer window being open for a week and a half now. The Gunners need some new faces after being edged out in the race of the Premier League title. New faces continue to be linked with the move to the Emirates, but none have arrived yet. But Arsenal could face competition from a host of their Premier League rivals away from incoming. There have already been some exit from North London. Goalkeeper Arthur Okonkwo became the latest to say farewell after joining League One side Wrexham. Take a look at the standard transfer rumors from over the last 24 hours and you would understand why Arsenal is in the news today. Kimmich considering Arsenal move. Bayern Munich star Joshua Kimmich, who happened to score a goal that knocked Arsenal out of the Champions League last season, is considering a switch to Arsenal as he eyes a move away from the German giant. According to reports in Germany, the midfielder is open to leaving the Alliance Arena. Right, there is also Xavi Simon, but before I give you Xavi Simon, this is how Sky Germany, and now according to Sky Germany, Arsenal are among the clutch of clubs he would be interested in joining. Should the Gunners make a move, they could face competition from Manchester City, Liverpool, Real Madrid, and FC Barcelona are all in the race for Kimmich's signature. Kimmich have just a year left on his contract. He will hold talks with the club chiefs after the end of the Euros. Well, Xavi Simons is a player that everybody's talking about. Xavi Simons have expressed his happiness with Paris Saint-Germain, but has not ruled out a move amid report of a potential exit. The Dutchman, shown on loan with RB Leipzig last season as he was on loan there. Another temporary switch has been suggested, with Arsenal reportedly among the contenders. He has not spoken out on his future. Speaking at the Euros, someone said, "My future, okay," with a question mark. He said, "I don't know yet. I'm here with my national team and I'm here to do my job. We'll see after the Euros what happens. Do I want to return to Paris? I was happy in Paris. Things happened. I was at Leipzig this season. After the Euros, we'll see. I also see that the fans always wish me the best, and that is good. So we should see. In case you're wondering who that is, Javi Simon is that guy that we've said, that black boy that we've said that wears the number 7 jersey for the Netherlands team. Okay, those are some of the rumors that are there. Arsenal are ready to make a move for Fenerbahce star Fani Kedioglu amid interest from Borussia Dortmund, according to Turkish outlet yet. Okay, the German side has stepped up their pursuit as well. Dortmund could reportedly offer 25 million euros for defender and for the defender, and Arsenal could react with their own offer. It is further suggested that Fenerbahce want 30 million euros for Kadioglu, but a deal will likely only go through after the Euro. So whatever happened, we don't know yet, but we should see as the story goes. And for Arsenal fans, you guys are comfortable with the jersey for the new season. Let's look at some other transfer stories as the story goes. Bayern Munich are interested in signing 29-year-old Portugal winger Bernardo Silva, who has a £50 million buyout clause in his contract at Manchester City, which still has 2 years to run. Borussia Dortmund are very close to reaching a verbal agreement with Brighton's 33-year-old German midfielder Pascal Gross, who has 1 year left on his current contract. Arsenal. Yes, Arsenal is in the news again on this one. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta could risk upsetting some of the senior players if the club move for Athletic Bilbao Spain's winger Nico Williams, because the 21-year-old's wage demand. Well, I don't know how that will be like, but Arsenal have been on this road before. They made this mistake before. Are they going to come back? I mean, Arsenal have constantly made this mistake where they get one player in, they sign him, and they put him on a big salary, and then the other players, okay, activate, and then we arrive at where we arrived with Mesut Ozil, and then Aubameyang, and then the rest, and then we start cutting pay again, and they say that's the reason why they can't sign player. They start going for night market. It happens again. Manchester United also made that mistake when they signed Alexis Sanchez. Remember, they put him on his salary. When you add all the bonus, it was about 450 to 500,000 pounds a week, but he wasn't playing at all. He was playing a walking dog. And then I remember then the goalkeeper who had won the player of the season for Manchester United 3 straight seasons in a row, just went to the club. That's the reason why he was ostracized. Went to the club and said, if this guy is not playing and he's earning this much and I'm playing regularly, I'm killing myself between the stakes and your best player every season, I need increase in my salary. Then I gave him 350,000, and then it was time for Marcus Rashford, the Ogbori, to renew his contract, and he said, okay, that guy is not playing. I'm playing, even if I'm not playing very well, but I'm playing. I am feeding children all over England. I'm doing well. I'm not playing piano. I'm not working dog. If you can give that guy 500,000, then I need a part of the juice. And then I give him 350,000. You know how the story went. Manchester United became. That's the reason why they have over 100 accountants, according to Ineos. So you can understand that it's not about bringing in Nico, but when you bring in Williams, you have to understand that there are certain things that just might happen, and in terms of ripple effect. So it's up to Arsenal to decide. That's one of the things that killed Unai Emery at Arsenal, not necessarily because he wasn't a good coach or a good communicator, but because the players that he signed, that they signed under him, he approved that, pay them, pay this one, this, and then the salary, the wage bill went 160 million. Just say, no, we can't sustain this. This is over £1 billion every year. We don't make that kind of profits. Okay, so you have to go, and once you go, all the people that are doing Naganaga, they also have to let them go. Well, Chelsea are also interested in Nico Williams in case Arsenal are not able to pay and are not ready. Chelsea, they are the kidnappers, they are militants, and they are bandits. They always like to kidnap people. Yeah, anybody that Arsenal is interested in, you see that Chelsea goes there and show interest as well. That's how they were. Arsenal was interested in Mikhailo Modric, but thank God Arsenal dodged a bomb. Not just any kind of bomb, not a grenade, but an atomic bomb. Well, that's not the matter to me. So let's push it one step at a time and say Chelsea are interested in Nico Williams, although he's among the attacking target for Paris Saint-Germain as well after the departure of France forward Kylian Mbappe, 25, to Real Madrid. Manchester United and Liverpool, in other news, are also. They are both made bids for Leo's Defender Lenny Yoro, the one that I tell you is a future standard player, but I think he will end up at Real Madrid. But the French defender is 18 years and he said he wants to go to Real Madrid. But what I think is Manchester United, just wait for Madrid to buy him and then you take him alone the other that way. That might just work. Well, let's look at what is happening with Liverpool, Manchester City, and Arsenal. What do they have in common? Apart from the fact that they play in the Premier League and they come first, second, third in the Premier League in the last 2 seasons, there is also something that they have in common. They are among the 5 clubs that are still consideration for Joshua Kimmich if the German midfielder 29 leaves Bayern at the end of this, at the start of this, probably the end of this transfer window. Yes, you also have the story that Liverpool stand alone in this conversation. Liverpool's 37-year-old Spanish goalkeeper Adrian is close to finalizing a move to Real Sociedad. Liverpool, they stand alone on that one because they will walk alone on this matter. The guy is saying, I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be coming back again. Well, let's talk about Chelsea a bit. For those of you who are Chelsea fans, you know that they have money and they like to spend it. It's not wasted. They like to spend it. Billionaires are never wrong. I say so. Yes, billionaires are never wrong. One cup of what's it back for the road. Right, let's push it and say Chelsea have moved to sign 21-year-old German forward Maximilian Bier from Hoffenheim. What will he do? They'll sign him and then maybe they'll loan him out or they'll keep him among the other small boys that they have that are also, failing due to lack of experience. One Manchester United striker Ruud van Nistelrooy has been approached to be part of a new coaching staff for manager Erik ten Hag. Why would he do that? Why would he do that? Why would he leave a full-time coaching job to go and become a backup to Erik ten Hag? For what? So David Beck cannot deliver. They need to give him pad. Are they hitting him from behind? What's that? Why is he seeking to be padded up? What does he need padding up for? Well, Manchester United fans, is that the solution to your problem? Where is my brother when I need it? Bobby, where are you? You think Ruud van Nistelrooy coming to become a backroom staff or part of the coaching staff of Manchester United would change anything? I don't know. Talk to me. He might not be talking in the media, but it's an ex-player. You know how ex-players do. Some of them don't do well. Not everybody can be as good as Pep Guardiola. So let us see. I don't know what the decision will be, but let's keep it going. Newcastle United are planning to sell Callum Wilson 32 if they can agree a deal to sign fellow England striker Dominic Calvert-Lewin 27. What's the difference between Callum Wilson and Calvert-Lewin? Both of them have something in common. They are in the medical school. They like to get injured a lot. And they both play, when you don't expect them to play, and then they disappear when you expect them to perform. And the only difference is that they're 5 years apart. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Whatever the decision might be at the end of the day, Everton and Newcastle would have to discuss on that one. AC Milan have joined the race to sign Calvert-Lewin as well, which is looking to replace 37-year-old French striker Olivier Giroud, the luckiest human being on the planet. The only player to go to the World Cup as a striker, no single shot on target, no single goal, no single assist. But at the end of the day, he went in with the winners medal. It happened in 2018. The only player so to leave Arsenal and go to Chelsea and win practically everything. Yes, don't put Ashley Cole in that conversation. Ashley Cole is a different class. Ashley Cole did not leave as a player that is regarded as a failure. Ashley Cole was regarded as one of the best left fullbacks to ever play in the Premier League. That's a different conversation, okay? Well, let's move on in the matter. There was one player one time that played for Arsenal, played for Liverpool, also played for Chelsea. Does anybody know his name? He's an Israeli. I've given you enough clue. If you know his name, write it there. I know that most of you will have to go to Google to get the spelling of his name correctly because that name, talking about name, Georgia. I know why they came to this World Cup, this Euros. Georgia did not come to this Euro to play ball. They came to frustrate commentators with the names on their players' jersey. What is that? What is that? Can anybody confidently tell me that they can do a Georgia name challenge and pronounce 10 names accurately? 10 players in the Georgia team and pronounce their name accurately without stuttering. Can you, Georgia players, please, if you think you can, tell me how you can manage to pronounce 10 names accurately without stuttering. Georgia came to this tournament to frustrate people, to put commentators in a place where they don't belong. You have to carry them to go where they don't know because the names of the Georgia players, come on, apart from Stella that everybody knows, covers for Stella, every other name is there's something, he choke. The names and the choke. What if we DVALI? What is that? What is that? Kabakase. I mean, what's the name? What's that? What is that? That guy that wears number 2 for them. What's that? Kabakase. Kakabashe. I mean, Kakabase. What kind of J name is that? Okay. There's also Koshosasveli. Say, listen, I double dare and triple dare and quadruple dare anybody. Do a video of yourself calling 10 Georgia players' name without stuttering. 10 players. If you get it, if you're in Nigeria, I will buy you data. That's the only thing I can give you. Don't be hoping that I want to give you money. Nah, I will buy you data. I might, if I say it, post it online and then tag me. I might also give you 1,000 times on the same road. That book I can afford to. I can give you that one. I don't already buy them. But if you look for somebody who got you money, I know me yesterday so I made the 5 money pass. The white 5 money now. This last 4 will they use today. I don't know what I will see for tomorrow. So and I made the 5 money pass. But Georgia, I'll tell you from the bottom of my heart, Georgia came to this tournament to frustrate commentators because I was watching that game and I was saying, okay, so what if I was in the studio now running commentaries and I'm trying to